Brennan Helmer et aujourd'hui nous sommes ici pour vous démontrer le tech-crew impressionnant Institut culturel Vincent Massey en Winnipeg, Manitoba. Maintenant, on passe à Alex Leclerc qui vous dit plus. Voici le tech-crew de Vincent Massey. Ils sont compétents dans la mécanique du son, lumière et vidéo dans l'école. Pendant les prochaines quelques minutes, vous serez introduit au qu'est-ce qui se déroule quand tu fais partie du crew. Pour commencer, nous avons posé quelques questions aux étudiants de l'école de ce qu'ils pensent faire le tech crew et s'ils sont considérés importants.
You guys do the sound, the lighting, visuals for the school productions and like big assemblies and stuff like that. If you're doing something big in a gym, oh, there's tech crew, fantastic. And during the production, oh, there's tech crew. They're very helpful. Yeah, they're super fun. How else are we going to have big assemblies or production? And hire people, free labor.
Après avoir questionné des gens au hasard pour voir ce que les étudiants pensent du crew, nous sommes allés parler avec le directeur du programme technique, Mr. Jim McCallum.
If there's any sound and light required for events within the school, Tech Crew's there to support any of those events, from student council to the musical theater and drama program, to anything the division may require as long as it happens within Vincent Massey. I think it's amazing the amount of progress they do, specifically with sound and light. Those students are fairly capable of walking out of the school afterwards and joining up with a professional tech crew or a volunteer at a community theater. As an entry-level person, they will have all those skills they require to do that. If they choose to go further with it, they actually have the skills they need. It's a great foundation to move on and move forward. Historically, it's always been more guys. Last couple of years, that's changed. It's an all-female crew, it's an all-girl crew. The fact that more women are getting involved in it, I think, is amazing. It's been primarily a male-dominated field historically. The stereotype's real simple. Historically, if you look at this trade, and understand it's changing over time due to technology, but over time, it was primarily a male-oriented, at-risk male, generally not academically successful, often fringe players, and by that I mean into smoking, into a lot of drugs, the drinking, kind of the rock and roll mind thought. It was the roadie, right? The stereotypes are changing. My background has been sound and light. I've been doing it for years and years and years. It was an opportunity for me to share something of myself outside of the classroom with a bunch of students that were interested in doing it, and at the same time be able to support a variety of different programs and events that happen in school. It was a good fit. That's an interesting one because as the crew this year can attest, a lot. Historically, there's going to be stresses. We're busy. There's a lot of time where students are going to be out of classroom. The expectation is they have to get caught up. The student that wants to be in crew has to be prepared to put in the time, but at the same time make up the schoolwork. There's always going to be stress associated with the job. The question is, how does the person handle it? There's definitely more stress for a new crew, and if you were asking any of the early crew members, When they were first learning, I do a lot of teaching trial by fire. It's just the way it's set up. So we'll get you in and get you doing, as opposed to sitting you down with books and saying, okay, read this. I want you now to write a test on this. I want to quiz you on this. No, instead, let's get your hands right on there. See how we work it, and then over time, if the person chooses to rise up, sort of within the crew, then we'll start teaching them more, and things will start to make more sense. That level of stress, I think, drops, and now they can just focus in on how do I do the job, as opposed to I don't know what I'm doing. And again, that's manageable stress. And so, proper way of answering is it depends on the budget of the facility, whether it's the school or the professional theater. We try to buy the most professional gear we can afford. If we're talking the West End Cultural Center, our gear is right on par with something in the West End. So, well, the West End's brand new, so they probably have some newer gear now. But I mean, it all depends upon the budgets and what you can afford to buy to support your facility.
On va maintenant à Yasha Siboutinge West, une élève Massey qui fait la production technique de lumière pour l'école.
C'était dans la 9e année au club fair et j'ai mis mon nom sur la papier. Tout le monde commence comment wrap wires et éventuellement on fait juste comme manual labor pour une longue période de temps et éventuellement quand les autres personnes graduate, on peut commencer à utiliser les boards. J'étais vraiment chanceux parce que la personne qui faisait la lumière avant moi était dans la 12e année quand j'étais dans la 9e, alors je pouvais commencer vraiment vite. C'est beaucoup de fun et j'apprends beaucoup. Il y a un bon environnement avec toutes les personnes qui sont dans le tech, plutôt mes amis et aussi les autres personnes. Je sais comment utiliser le whiteboard pour l'école et comment écrire un show. Well, un show qui est petit. Et aussi comment faire un petit peu de son. Yeah, j'ai regardé les écoles un peu. Je ne sais pas encore, mais peut-être.
On peut voir que le Tech Crew a un aspect de l'école qui fait plusieurs choses partout. Ils sont très impliqués dans les événements de l'école. Leur rôle avec les besoins d'audio, lumière et nécessités visuelles de l'école facilite ces événements et leur déroulement. Tech Massey participe dans la production des événements et le crew se développe constamment pour que les besoins techniques soient achevés à un niveau professionnel le plus haut possible. Les expériences du Tech Crew peuvent s'étendre et en faisant Tech Massey, le crew a l'option d'aller apprendre plus après avoir fini en 12e année.